Hey guys, so I wanted to give a little bit of tips on how to remove your heater core and blend door um, from 2014 Camaro. And there's the old blend door that broke off, and I believe that it damaged the heater core afterwards. I noticed late last year that it wasn't sending the air quite the same, and that it was I was having issues with it, and then like just a couple months ago I started like getting um, like vapor coming out the vents and leaking coolant on the inside. So I got the door and the heater core on eBay. I think I paid like $150 for all together, and so, anyways, there is. I guess the dealer will tell you that you have to remove the windshield because there are two bolts that hold the brace that holds the dash cap in place, and the two bolts are like one right in here and one right over there, and they're way in there, but you can get to them, and but you have to remove everything. You can't take no shortcuts. You got to remove everything. You got to remove the steering wheel. Now the steering wheel column here, that you can actually let hang after you take that cap off. You take the steering wheel and you take this off, and then after you take the dashboard out, then you can drop this down and you don't have to pull that out. I didn't have to, and I was able to work around it just fine. So you can unbolt it after you take the cap off, and you can bring that down. But before you disconnect your battery, you turn your steering wheel upside down, and there's a couple holes on the back, and you take a pick, and you stick it in there, and you move it one side or the other, and you'll see that this will pop up. And like I said, disconnect your battery before you even mess with your airbags. You got another airbag over there. You got airbags in here, so you got to remove this pillar cover here. And there's some clips that go on here that clip onto the frame, and they're a little tricky. But what it is, it's they fold like this, they open up like this. So when you take this off, it'll open up like this. But then just slide it up. They slide off like this. So once you open this over, and you get your pliers or whatever, your needle nose or even a screwdriver, and try to move it upward, and it has kind of like this. It'll open up like this. When you pull this out, it'll open up like this, and just one slides up, and then you can remove it. Same with that other one over there. Fairly simple. After you see it, you get the first one down, you'll see it that it's fairly simple. But like I said, you got to remove everything, the console, see everything. So don't take no shortcuts. Your AC lines, before you start the project, go somewhere so that they can evacuate the system for you, because those have to be disconnected. And once you disconnect those, you'll see that there's a there's a bolt underneath, and there's a bolt that sticks out to the firewall. So you got to disconnect the lines there, but there's also a bolt holding the heater box in place. There's another bolt in here where your cabin filter is. So you got to take the cabin filter out, and you can see it. And then you can remove your heater box. But like I said, the bolts are on here. If you cut the one in here, you cut it about a half an inch, and you unscrew it up. And as you're unscrewing it, you push on it down. You push on the bar. You push down on the bar with a small pry bar, and you keep on screwing it. And once you do that, then you can lift it up, and with double-sided tape, you tape it to the windshield, so it'll be out of your way. And then same with the one over there. That other one you can't cut until you get it out. So you gotta actually use a pry bar on the other one until you completely unscrew the bolt off. And then after you take the heater box and all that, then you can cut that bolt the same size as over here. Cut it 1/2 inch, because really the bolts hang about a good inch, if not a little more. And you don't need that. The bolt don't need to be that long anyway. And so you got about 1 inch or more hanging down on your bolt, not doing nothing. So once you do that, and you do the same thing with the bolt over there, everything will bolt on fairly easy. The bar will bolt on fairly easy. And it's, if you're mechanically inclined, it's a job. It's quite the job. It'll stress you out a little bit, but it can be done. It can definitely be done. I only paid, it took me a good day, a good full day. It took me 2 days, but a good full day to get it done. But it only costed me about $150 for both pieces. And right now, man, it works awesome right now. After I got it, let me see, after I got it charged, I think I'm including 150. I'm including the liquid that I put back in it with the oil. So I think that this was like $70, and that was like 19 or something. So it was right about 100, and it costed me like about 150 something, and that's including the liquid. So 150, 160, somewhere on there, versus 2,000, easily a couple grand if you take it to the dealer to get it done. And it's not like the dealer has somebody that's gonna be working on Camaros, taking dashboards out. So it's gonna be a guy that's mechanically inclined, somebody that they know that could do the job. And if you're mechanically inclined, if you've done something like this before, you know, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and get it done. You can do it. Again, I hope this video helped somebody that might have any questions with that. And like I said, you know, just take no shortcuts. Just undo everything. I saw a video where somebody cut underneath there just to try to get the door, and it just, to me, I think I did okay, and I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to mangle the box or anything, which I believe that eventually that will give them probably more trouble than anything. And so, yeah, just do it right. You know, it's your car. Do it right, and you'll be happy with it. Okay, hope this helped. You guys have a great day. Bye.